everyone. We are back to the charts. We are looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame. And as we can see, yesterday we did close right on the bottom of the Bollinger Band and we opened up right outside of it. But we are back inside and we are testing the top side. So that is good. Today it is imperative for us to hold these levels and not make a low under 38,500. Making a low under 38,500, the path to the downside will kick in, and that's what this measured move is right here for this channel. And this red bar right here is the measured move for this larger ascending channel. The breakdown point, since it's already all the way over here, if we do break down from the channel over here, that's the measured move. And if we break out of this channel, almost the exact same thing if we broke out from here. So we have targets to the downside active. It only become active if we start closing under 38,400. Aside from that, to the top side, since we're breaking back into this channel, that's great. If we can get a close above 40,500, that would start showing some signs of strength where the bulls can step up and take us further up. Even if we do get to 40,500, we have a lot of resistance ahead of us. The next level of resistance would be the 55, also the top of this little orange descending channel that we have. And that would be at around 41,600. And then the next level would be at 42,600. And then on top of that, 44,200. So we have lots of levels of resistance ahead of us if we did take a long from here, which is also the bottom of this consolidation. If we do lose this low, we have these lower levels of support we can bounce off of. The first one at 37,100. And then we have another level all the way at the bottom of this consolidation range at 33,000. Obviously, if we lose 37,000, I would be probably out of my position and waiting for these lower levels, maybe 36.9, and see if we can bounce back from there. Going to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, we are pushing off the 21 EMA. That's not the sign of strength. We do have some high sell volume, and we have a little bit of buy volume coming in this new 4-hour candle, but this just opened. We need this 4-hour candle to continue to the top side. It is imperative that we get above 39,500. Close above 39,500 will show, hey, we have a support here, and we can look for upper levels first. But if we can break above 39,500 on a 4-hour close today, I would have everyone prepare to the downside. And then this downside, your first level of warning is at 38,000. And then if you lose 38,000, you have to look at 37,500. And once we lose that level, you have to start getting very, very defensive for these lower measured moves to start kicking in. And it might be fast. So you have to be very, very careful. Today would be a good day that if you're already in a position, you should be keeping your stop losses tight. If we start testing the downside, it's going to start going a lot harder than it already has. And then if you are in position and we go to the upside, you should know your levels of resistance where you want to start shaving some of your position off and collecting the profit in case this does turn around quickly. If it goes up, that's fine. You have your stop loss, which you could just keep moving your stop loss up as we start going higher and higher to make sure you capitalize on the gains before it does reverse on you. That's the advice I would give for anyone. So just keep all these levels in mind. That's why I kept them on my chart. So you guys can refer back to these on every video to see exactly where we are in the process of this price retracement. Making these lower highs is not good. Okay, all these lower highs was not a good thing. But then all of a sudden we made a higher high. We broke this high. Now it's imperative we did not make a new low. And then what happened? We made a new low over here, made a new low. We need to start making a new high. Unless we make a new high, the path to least resistance is going to be to the downside. So this high right here, if this starts rolling over, that's a problem. And if it rolls over, we can find support here and then come back up to test the high. But if we don't find support here and we come lower, that's fine. We can find some support here as well. but we need to actually come back above this level. If we start curling around over here, the path of the downside is much more likely. So just keep all these levels in mind. Let's go to Ethereum on a daily and see what Ethereum is doing. Ethereum on a daily is doing what Bitcoin is doing. It did bounce off the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and it is testing into the last level of resistance, which was at 2,927. Breaking above 2,927 on a daily would be very, very good. It would be a level of strength. But as you can see, the 21 is already getting rejected off the 55, and we are coming under it. So that is not a good sign of strength. This is a daily chart as well, so we have all day to see what's going to happen. We don't know. So if as long as we can close here or above this 2,927, we have a path to the top side. Yes, we have level of resistance right here at this previous high at 3,030, but we can go sideways on this consolidation range, and then we can start trying to break up later, like maybe tomorrow. We can come back up here, we can consolidate over here, and then we can try to go to the upside. And then we have to fight this 200. If we can't break the 200, we can reject back, go sideways here for a while, as long as we don't break under this level. If we can hold this level, that's the sign of strength. Breaking under this level, all this room of consolidation will kick in, and we don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a couple days where we have to see what price wants to do. So those are the levels of interest on a daily on Ethereum, so keep all those in mind. Also keep in mind this 55 is losing the mid of the Bollinger Band and the 55 EMA. The 21 EMA is losing all of this and going to the downside. So the pressure right now is on the sellers. They are putting the pressure on us. The bears are slightly in control due to the fact that all the EMAs are getting pushed down under. So that is a sign of weakness, but this is also where I look to start entering when I start seeing this sections. So I'm going to be giving this price a couple of days to mature. If I do see the prices getting pushed down to the downside, I would like to enter this $2,464 area, which I've been mentioning multiple days in the past already. If we lose this level, which we already seem like we're losing since this little wick is occurring, these lower areas are not a bad thing. It just needs to consolidate. As long as we make a higher low in this consolidation, that is a-okay to the upside. Sorry about that. That is okay to the top side. This is a sign of strength. We want to make these higher lows and we want to make higher highs. So as long as this is the path that we're making, that is a good thing. So we need to be patient is the main point I want to make. We need to be patient for this to play out the way that we are seeing this consolidation. I'm going to go to the 4-hour and get a little bit of a zoomed in view. You have to chart a little bit. On the 4-hour, we're doing what Bitcoin is doing, but it's a little bit weaker. We are already rejecting off the 55, lost the 21 EMA. We are under the 21 EMA, testing the middle of this channel that held as a little bit of a support, this dash dotted line right here. It's the middle of this little channel that we already drew out. Trying to find some support on that in the Bollinger Band. We're pushed off, and now we're getting rejected off the 21 EMA. The only issue I have with this price action is this purple line, which I already described. We need to close a 4-hour candle above 2,927. Any of these repeated closes underneath, it's a sign of weakness. And as this last 4 hours showed weakness, this next candle that opened, if we do not start bringing the price up, you're going to slowly see it trickle down. Then we're going to test this middle range again. And since we already lost it once, twice, this is now so weak that I expect it to break. We'll go under, maybe consolidate under it, and then go down again. Like, to me, the path to this area here, it just seems more and more likely. And then we can look for a test to the top side. So that's what I am looking for. I'm looking for the consolidation, slow drip to the downside where I can accumulate this position, and then I can let go of it as we test to the top side of the channel. But if this gets lost today, I have my eyes out for 2,790 and all these lower ranges all the way to 2,473. And then the way I would position myself is I would wait for the 4 hour candle close to know when I want to enter. I'm not rushing in right now. Right now, this does not look like a sign of strength. If right now the price wants to get picked up when market opens and we get pushed above the 21 EMA, I have no reason to rush. I'll be patient. I'll wait for the 4 hour candle to close. And if we close above and the next candle shows buying volume, fine. I can enter with the stop loss right under the 21 EMA. That is keeping my risk minimal while my potential profits extremely high due to the fact that if we claim the 21, we have 55 as resistance. So I will start taking off my position right at the 55, at the 100, and at the 200 every 4 hour candle close as I monitor what the candle is doing as time goes on. So I'm right now being patient. I have no intention to jump into the market right now. I'm waiting to see, is this the bottom or is this another lower high just to go back to the downside? So once the market's open, I'll wait for another 4 hour candle close and see if we can break above the 21. That's great. I just want to be above 2,930 and I want to close. That way I know that the next level of resistance is at 3,300 and I have about $350 of potential profit I can take as I ladder out of this position. So right now I'm not all, I understand people are probably trying to take shorts for these moves to the downside. I am not trying to short this asset due to the fact that there's so many people with liquidity on the side waiting to buy the dip. So we don't know how low the dip is going to go, and we don't know what billionaire is sitting in cash waiting to accumulate this asset on a drop, because they're not going to be able to buy $1 billion here without influencing the price to the upside. What they would do is they're going to be patient for some blood to come into the market, and they'll just fill in their orders. That way their footprint won't show to all the other traders like, hey, someone is accumulating this asset. This heavy sell volume is a perfect area and time for them to accumulate the asset because people are freely selling at market into their bids. So just keep all that in mind. There's no need to jump into the position right now due to the fact that the buying already occurred. And I'm sure people shorted off this 21 EMA. I am not trying to short off the 21 EMA because you're shorting the middle of the price range. Shorting in the middle, you don't know if we're going to go up or down. You're not in an advantage position. Say you have your stop loss. If you entered now and you have your stop loss right under, well, this consolidation is going to wiggle where your stop loss is going to get hit multiple times. So it's a risk reward scenario that you need to keep in mind in these kind of assets if you're trading them. The risk and reward right now is not even worth me trying to take the trade and just get stopped out and lose money due to fees in closing and opening my trades. So I think you guys should be patient. You have 3.5 hours to see how the market goes. We have an hour for the New York Stock Exchange to open. We have some earnings coming out. All of these things will influence price. But as of right now, before any news, I could just show you from the candles and the volume that yes, the sellers are here. They are getting weak. We need buyers to step up. Maybe they will step up with positive earnings and etc. But I am not going to gamble. I'm going to be patient and wait for this 4 hour candle to show me, hey, it's got some strength. As of right now, I am not seeing strength. I'm seeing another retracement wave coming to the downside for the next 3 hours and 36 minutes. And then if this 3 hour, 36-minute price holds sideways, then the next 4 hour candle, we can look for the upside movement. So that's the game plan, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button notification so you get real-time updates as they come out. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the comment section below. Aside from that, just have a great day and be safe. Trade smart, don't rush, and keep some liquidity on the side to protect you in case the position goes against you. Have a good one, guys. Be safe. Bye-bye.